Hi, this is Bill Polis from Profits Run, and I want to show you a quick and easy way to determine whether or not a Forex pair is in a trending market or in a sideways market. And what we're going to do is use the ADX, the Average Directional Index indicator developed by J. Wells Wilder for that purpose. This is a wonderful indicator. The math behind it is somewhat complex, but all we need to understand is how to use the indicator and what it does, what it attempts to do. And here it is plotted on this VT Trader charting software. Is it attempts to measure the degree of trendiness in the market. And so what I've done here to show you this is plot the US dollar Swiss franc pair. And it's loaded in here from October '05 all the way through August '07. And here we've got the ADX. Now I use the 1414 settings. And you notice I got a horizontal line plotted here at a level of 16. The ADX fluctuates down theoretically from 0 on up. And it seldom, if ever, gets to 0. But I've plotted the line at 16. And you'll see that this is a very important level in order to properly interpret the ADX indicator. So let's jump right into it. Here we have a daily bar chart of the US dollar Swiss franc pair. And you can see there's a number of really nice trends in here over the last couple of years. And what we want to know is, as traders that are trading with the trend most of the time, we want to know when the market is in a trend and when it's likely to continue trending. This is really important. The ADX can tell us whether or not the market's likely to continue to trend and when it is not. And it's this simple. When the ADX falls below the horizontal line, in this case 16, and this is a bit lower level than is typically used, but I found when trading Forex, the 16 level, sometimes 15, is where you really want to look for the non-trending indication. So when it falls below that horizontal line is when you get a non-trending market. So let's just follow that up and look at this right here. You see the market's trending nicely up, down, and then it starts going sideways. And the ADX drops below 16. Okay, then it pops back above. The market breaks out of this trading range first to the downside and then comes storming back into a nice uptrend. And you see the ADX well above 16 as that occurs. Now, as it tops out here, that could be an indication the trend is weakening, but not absolute. This one you have to be a little more careful with, because I've seen ADXs top out and the trend just keeps right on moving. And the real key point is until it drops below 16 again, you got to assume that the market remains a trending market, not necessarily in the same direction. Here you see the ADX topping out right about here as the market plunged. And then it turned around and went up as the ADX is falling off. So, you know, the downtrend clearly weakened and indeed reversed and went up. But the point here is that the market was trending down here and it was trending up here. The ADX should not be used to determine which direction the market is trending, only that it is trending. So to keep it simple, all you need to do is when the ADX falls below 16, look for the market to be in a non-trending range. And if you're a trend trader, stand aside during that time. Let's check this out. From here to here, the market was in this range before breaking out. And as soon as it broke out, you can see it started, the ADX started moving on up, telling us we're in a trending market. Okay, let's look ahead here. Right here, you dip below, right in here, choppy. You know, good time to stay out. Dip below again here, and stayed below for about a month. Chopping sideways, trading range market. Dip below again here, right in here. Yeah, in here, which would have been right before the drop. Again here, just a bit, which would have been right in here. See that choppiness? And somewhat, just a tad right here. So you can apply any good swing trading or trend trading method to the Forex markets and add this indicator to the method, because you don't want to try and trend trade or swing trade when the market's doing this, you know, or this or this. That's a great time just to stand aside. Let's look at a couple more. Here's a chart of the Euro-US dollar pair. And again here, we got the ADX plotted. We got our 16 line plotted. And you see the ADX indicator is below the 16 line. And that was from here to here. And you can see this choppiness right in here. Now, it looks like a trend's going to begin, but you don't know. I mean, this could have continued on and on like this. And if so, the indicator would have stayed below 16. So as it moves on up here now, that's right at this point here. And sure enough, you know, a real nice trend developed. Okay, again here from mid-June to mid-September. Sorry, mid-July to mid-September, couple of months below the 16 line. So that would have been from here to here. Okay, not much of a trend there. A good time to stand aside. A good time to trade another pair. Don't trade this one. Trade another pair that is trending. Very powerful indicator. Let's look here. Yep, below 16. From here to here. Let's go look up here. Chopping sideways. Breaks out. Indicator moves up with the market. Below 16 right here, just for a tad. Breaks out. Indicator moves up with the market, or moves up with the down market. Remember, ADX is measuring trendiness. So if the market were moving down into a nice downtrend, the ADX would be breaking and staying above 16.